go ahead and take the Chiefs over the Falcons for my first lock. I don't know what's going on with Kirk Cousins right now. He don't look like Kirk Cousins from last year. And Chiefs are playing pretty good football. So that's my first lock. My second lock is going to be the Bills over the Jags. Once again, Trevor Lawrence has fallen off a cliff. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That defense is so inconsistent. So Bills over the Jags. And my shock, technically, I don't think it's a shock, but it's going to be the Bengals over the Commanders because the Bengals are 0-2 right now and the Commanders are 1-1. I think the Bengals put it all together. They're at home on Monday night. No better time to get your first win than at home on Monday night. So shock is going to be the Bengals over the Commanders.
For my first lock, it's going to be a pretty simple one. I'm going to take the Browns over the Giants. Really, no need to even explain that. The Giants are just absolute dog water. Uh, yeah, I mean that it's the Giants and it's Daniel Jones. I really don't need to say more. For my second lock, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers over the Broncos because we are also another team that are frauds and we suck. And Bo Nix, I shouldn't even call him Nix. I need to call him Peterman. Bo Peterman, you are dog shit. My entire team is just dog shit. And I think anybody that plays us this year, if you don't get an easy win, brother, you need to be questioning your team. So give me the Buccaneers over the Broncos. And then for my shock, PC Gianni, I'm actually going with the Saints over the Eagles, bruh. I think that the Saints are going to continue their hot streak. I'm not saying they're going to go in next week and drop 40 or anything like that, but I think Derek Carr will be able to continue this little hot streak that he's on. I think the Saints defense will be able to do just enough, make enough stops on the Eagles offense. And like I said, I think it's going to come down to just Derek Carr being able to do what he's been doing the past two games, bro, consistently. And Alvin Kamara, bro, he's going to be a big part of that game too. So I think it's going to be a very close game. And like I said, I don't expect the Saints to drop another 40 points, but I think they will get an upset over the Eagles. So give me the Browns over the Giants, Buccaneers over the Broncos, and the Saints over the Eagles.
So for mine, I'm gonna go ahead and mirror those thoughts from TK because I do believe that the Buccaneers will get a rather easy win against the Broncos. Um, for my two locks, let's see. So my other lock was going to be the Raiders over the Panthers. That's pretty much self-explanatory. And then for my shock, I'm going to go Cardinals over Lions. The Cardinals are at home. I think that they will have a pretty good chance of having that energy, especially if they continue after what they did
Damn.
last year. So I'm going to go with Cardinals over Lions.
For my first lock of the week, I'm gonna go with. This is probably gonna be a segment basically every week with the Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Raiders over the Panthers. I think it's gonna be a wipeout. It's not gonna be a close game at all. Maybe it can get into like a 10-point game entering at one point in the fourth quarter, but this is gonna be probably like a 17, 20-point win for the Raiders. And for my second lock is going to be the Jets over the Patriots. I know it's a short week for both teams, but I like how they're playing the Jets. After how they beat Tennessee, I think they're going to beat New England by 10 points. I think this is. I just don't think New England is there yet. And for my shock of the week, I'm going to go with the Ravens over the Cowboys. I saw the Cowboys are favorites, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I think the Ravens are not gonna fall 0-3. I just don't see it, honestly.
I'm going with the Seahawks over the Dolphins because obviously Tua is not going to play that game, and they look absolutely mid without. I don't know who's going to start at quarterback. Maybe Tyler Huntley. I don't know, but I think I'm going with the
Lamar
Seahawks over the
Jackson
Dolphins.
2.0.
Bitch.
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
shut up, shut up.
Don't ever do that again in your life.
Don't ever say that again. Oh my gosh. Second lock, I'm gonna go with the 49ers over the Rams. The Rams are just so depleted right now, and the 49ers are going to walk in and defeat them. But my shock is going to be I'm going to go with the Commanders. I know you guys already say this, but I think the Commanders are going to pull it off. I do not trust the Bengals defense, and I think Jaden Daniels is going to walk into Cincinnati and he's going to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals to make them 0-3 so I can push so I can push agendas on Joe Burrow.
So for my first lock of the week, it's going to be Bills over the Jaguars. I think that the Bills are, Josh Allen more specifically, is in rare form to win MVP this year, and the Jaguars. I mean, they're just. I think it's time to have some really uncomfortable conversations about Doug Peterson as a coach and why he continuously has Press Taylor as his OC. Um, yeah, it's just it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. So give me the Bills. That's my first lock. My second lock is going to actually be Bengals over the Commanders. I mean, talk about a team that needs to win. Yeah, the Bengals. I think that they need to win, and yeah, they did get screwed in that game against the Chiefs. They should be able to handle business against the Commanders, a team that didn't even score a touchdown against the Giants. That was all their kicker. And I do think that the Bengals pick up the win. And for my shock of the week, I'm going to actually go with the Cardinals over the Lions. Um, I think the Cardinals, they showed why a lot of people had Marvin Harrison so touted this season. And the Lions, I mean, they look flat. Jared Goff just looked flat against the Bucks, and that was at home. Now you got to go and try and pick up a win against the Cardinals in Arizona. A team that's riding a confidence wave right now. After they just destroyed the rival that they usually get their asses handed by. All right, they were the ones that kicked their ass. So yeah, I think that the Cardinals pick up the shock of the week. To be honest, don't even be surprised if this game isn't close. That's how confident I am that the Cardinals can pull off this win. So that's going to be my shock of the week.